Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about primary metering. So this is done for one of our clients at the property. We're building a 2 megawatt facility there, and we had to get primary metering done to get the transformer in on time. So if you think that's interesting, hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, go to cryptollc.org if you're looking to set up a GPU or ASIC mining farm. Right now is the best time to jump in, especially for ASICs and GPUs, because you can get GPUs really, like, you can basically buy them used, endless amount of 3080s, 3090s, or even the 4090s, 4080s, and as well as ASICs. Right now prices are just rock bottom. Best time to jump in. And if you're interested in ASIC, this video is going to be really good, give you a lot of knowledge about ASIC, how that whole process of building out the farm goes. So make sure you guys watch this video to the end. And lastly, before we get started, Bitcoin saves your wealth. Jesus Christ saves your soul. All right, so we're talking about primary metering. So what is primary metering? So it's a special device that they set up on the pole next to your property where you're going to have your mining facility. You can see here, this one is, I just basically looked up a primary metering from some random company, just using this video to give you an example. This one is from actually, it's from Canada, Ontario. It's not where we're located, but just going to show you guys this primary meter to give you an idea. So this is what happens. When you go out and you want to build a farm, let's say you want to build a 2 megawatt farm or 3 megawatt farm. First thing you do is you ask the city if they can supply 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 megawatts to a certain property. If they say yes, we can give you, let's say in this example, 2 megawatts. If they say yes, we can give you those. The next step is, all right, you can give me that. Is the electricity set up in the way? Are the wires pulled in such a way that it will allow you to give me the 2 megawatts? They might say no, they might say yes, depending on the situation. In this situation for this client here, we actually ended up getting primary metering. And why did we get that? The reason is if we went with the city's transformers, right? We got their transformers. The lead time on those, meaning the time it takes to wait to get the transformer, is 6 months, right? 6 months, the earliest is you're going to get the transformer. Now, our client obviously doesn't want to wait 6 months. The other option you can do is primary metering. What that does is they install this special device. It's pretty expensive. It's about $70,000, $80,000. It installs at the pole. And from this device, you actually get your power to the transformer. So instead of the city measuring what the load is, how much electricity you're using at the ground location or at the gear, there's a meter there that spins and shows them how much electricity you're using. And that's only if you're using their transformers. But if they install a primary meter, you can use any transformer you want. So this primary meter will then, it meters, you can imagine it as like a meter. It calculates how much you're using no matter what transformer you're running. So you can install your own transformer, and you can also set the volts on that transformer. So here's the benefits of primary meter. You can install any transformer you want if you have a primary meter, and you can set the volts to the transformer any volts you want. So you can set it to 220, 240, 230, 235, 239, whatever you want, right? You can do whatever you want, 208, and so on. So that's a huge benefit. Obviously, it's expensive, 70, 80,000. We went with this option for our client because our client did not want to wait 6 months. Obviously, no one wants to wait that much. We can start ASIC mining immediately. You install this primary meter. You get your transformer. Transformer is readily available. We already checked on that. We're purchasing a transformer as of right now. That transformer arrives. You can install it. You can then set the volts to it, whatever you want, basically whatever the transformer, the specs allow, obviously. But the primary meter, this primary meter right here, does not care what you set it to. Then, on top of that, the city will actually be measuring the load here. It's not going to be measuring at your transformer. It'll be measuring the load here. So you get why this thing is needed. So that's how primary metering works. Now, for basically all job sites that are, have a huge load like a megawatt or half a megawatt, 2 megawatts, obviously you're running it at 3-phase. So you can see they have some differences here, like this is a one-phase wire. They have, different type of metering systems, 3-phase and stuff. Again, I'm just looking at this. This is not what we're installing. We're not in Canada. We are in the United States. So this is not going to be applying to us, but it gives you an idea, right? There's different meters you install, all that stuff. So we got the meter that's required to run our facility, which is 2.2 megawatts. So 2,200 kVA is what we're going to be running. So yeah, so that's step number one, is getting the primary meter. First, finding out from the city, right? Seeing what you can do there, and then seeing if you can get the transformers. If you can't get the transformers, then the second step is, all right, let's get a primary meter, and then I'll get the transformers. Once primary meter was approved, which it was by the city, we paid the 70 to 80,000, depending on the property, all that stuff. Once you pay for that, then you get the transformers. Then you can set the transformer to any voltage you want, and then from the transformers, you actually run it to your containers. And in our situation, we're getting one transformer at 2.2. So that's 2,200 kVA. We're getting one transformer, and it's going to be running two containers at 1 megawatt each, and then on the third container at about 200,000 watts. That's what we're going to have. We're going to be having left over with the GPU. So our client here is going to be moving a lot of his GPUs from one of the places where we're renting it out, and he's going to be moving those into this property. And those 200,000 watts left over from the 2.2, right? We're going to use that 200,000 to power the GPUs, and then we're going to use 1 megawatt to power one container and another megawatt to power the second container. So currently we're doing this. As soon as the primary meter is installed, I'll make more videos actually showing what it looks like in the United States, because again, this is just an example. I'll show you how it looks in the United States, how they pull the wire to the property. Once we start rolling the ball there and we get closer to the delivery time of the transformer, we're also going to be building the fence, the gravel, all that stuff. So I'm going to have more and more videos. Make sure you guys are subscribed, because this is going to be a build out of one of our clients' mining facilities from the ground up, right? We're building from all the way from the very beginning, from the purchase of the property to having this primary meter installed, to having the transformer arrive, to having the containers arrive, and then start building it out from start to finish. Make sure you guys subscribe. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys like it. You know what to do. Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, go to cryptollc.org. If you're looking to set up something similar, if you want us to do the same thing for you, find property, find how much megawatts can be loaded there, build it from start to finish. We build out the container, we build out the whole entire facility, all the way from the very, very beginning, all the way to the very, very end, and then we manage the ASICs for you for a given amount of time. Usually our contract starts at a minimum of 5 years. We can also do longer time periods, 5, 10 years. If you're looking for like a really, really long-term investment, we can do even 10 years. That's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys like it, and until next time, see you guys later. Bye.